Welcome to day 20 of the 30-day yoga challenge with me, Beka. So if you're ready, let's get on our mats. Spend a few moments just getting comfortable in child's pose or whatever feels good for you. And then when ready, cross your legs and get into a seated position with your hands gently on top of your knees. Close your eyes and breathe deeply in and deeply out. Soften your face. Feel relaxation from the top of your head, dripping down your face, your neck, down your spine. Today's yoga flow is going to be soft and slow to just increase flexibility and more than anything just to spend a little bit of time working on ourselves and working on our consistency. Extend your legs out in front of you. Get comfy and grounded on your mat and point and flex your feet a few times. Widen the legs a little bit, then bring them back together, bouncing the knees up and down a little bit, warming up. Now hands high in the sky and hinge from the hips and fall over your legs. Your knees can be bent, and just kind of see if you can feel your belly on the top of your thighs. Bend those knees if you need to. Think about your hips and hinging forward. Breathe deeply in and out. And just get comfortable, enjoying the deep stretch, letting your muscles release in the stretch. When ready, slowly walk your body up into an upright position. Reach your arm up and overhead towards the right, then back to center, and then reach your arm up and over to the left, getting a nice side body stretch. Now back up to center. Pull your ankles in close to your groin area and let's do some Sufi grinds. Roll your sits bones back to the right and in the front, to the left and back to the right. Rocking on your sits bones. Massaging your organs and getting a lot of movement in your spine, awakening the energy at your root chakra. Come to stillness and let's just shake your head yes and no. I I have a lot of stiffness in my neck as I get older, and it just feels so good to shake your head yes and no. Just introducing movement, keeping the neck flexible and supple. Slowly do a head roll towards the left side if it feels safe for your neck. Do several rolls, and then slowly roll your head in a full circle towards the right. Just doing it on the breath and just enjoying the little massage you're giving yourself. Slowly get on all fours in tabletop position, positioning your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, and slowly rock yourself forward and back, warming up the shoulders. And every time you rock backwards, it stretches out your toes. Take a few moments to also rock to your left and your right, and to also do some circles. If you prefer to do a figure 8, do so, or if you're good with circles, whatever feels good to your wrists. Slowly lift your knees an inch or two off the mat, and then tuck your chin and slowly catch a wave and do a body roll up and back into a downward facing dog. Breathe deeply in and deeply out. We're gonna have selfish yoga moments here, where when you're in a pose, let's stay in it and move slow and deliberately. We have no agenda or any point, just completely doing yoga to make ourselves feel good. Catch a body roll wave frontwards into plank position. The creases of your wrists should point towards the front. Lower your body down into cobra, but then tuck your chin and catch another wave with your hips going up and back into downward facing dog. Slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands to forward fold. Bend your knees slightly and slowly roll up with your hands meeting high in the air into mountain pose. Lean back slightly and then swan dive in front of you back into forward fold. Breathe in and out. In and out. Lift up halfway with a flat back. Pause, breathing in and out. Slowly release all the way back down into forward fold. Bend the knees slightly, step the right foot back into low lunge. Lower the knee to the ground, top of the foot meets the mat. Push your hips forward and look up and lift your chest a bit, feeling a deep stretch. Then shift the hips backwards, flexing the left foot into your half split. Bend your torso over, hinging at the hip, feeling the stretch. Slide the right foot to the long end, it's the short end of the mat. And then reach up and over into a supported side plank. Flip that right foot back to the end of the mat. And transition back into your plank pose. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in, shift forward. Slowly exhale, lowering your body down into chaturanga. Lift your chest up into cobra. Then lift everything up and only the tops of your feet should touch the mat. And that's upward facing dog. Tuck the chin under, catch a body roll up and back into downward facing dog. Pushing your belly to be closer to the tops of your thighs. Trying to get your heels to relax down into the mat. Get up on your toes, bend those knees, and hop to the front of your mat into forward fold. Bend the knees a bit. And then slowly uncurl up vertebrae by vertebrae into standing position, mountain pose. Hands touch at the top. Arch your back slightly, looking a little bit above and behind you, and then swoosh down, swan dive into forward fold. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and lift up with a flat back. And then release down into forward fold. Lift up and step your left foot behind you, and we'll do a low lunge. Lower the left knee down on the mat, shift the weight of your hips towards the forward motion, and look up and lift your chest. Then when ready, shift your hips back towards that left ankle. Pull your right foot back and up into a flex position and lean over your leg into your half split. Swing the left foot to the back of the mat, extend the right foot to the side into a supported side plank, reaching your hand over. Flip that left foot back towards the back of the mat, you're back into your half split again. Breathe in and out. Lift the left knee up. And step your right foot back to where you're in plank position again. Tighten your belly, sucking your belly button into the spine, feeling strong through your shoulders. Tighten and activate your buttocks and legs. Rock forward slightly and lower down, bending the elbows close to the rib cage. And then pull the chest up into upward facing dog. Only the tops of your feet should be touching the mat. Then tuck your chin into your chest and pop your hips up and back in a rolling fashion into downward facing dog. Your elbows should be facing either side of you while the creases of your wrists should be facing forward. Slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Now turn to the short side of the mat the center, and sit down on your left side, extending the right foot out into runner's lunge. Lift up and switch sides. Now take your body weight and transfer it to the other side, sitting down on that ankle, trying to keep your entire foot on the mat. Your extended leg to the side of you has an extended and flexed foot. If you need to have your hands on the mat to support you, please make sure that you feel supported and comfortable with every single thing you do. Reach up, breathe in, extend the arms down. Now let's widen your legs wider than your hips, your toes pointing out, and sink your sits bones down towards the ground, bending your knees, sort of in a deep grand plie or goddess pose. There's no need to get all extra and try to be so low that you're hating life. Just go deep enough to feel your legs ignite. When you're finished with that, just release. Hinge on your hips forward. Let's take those heels out a bit more. Try to get the crown of your head to be on the floor or pointing in that direction. This posture is very good for your digestion. Walk your hands through the legs, or if you want to grab your ankles to kind of increase this center straddle forward fold, could kind of help you get a deeper stretch. Walk your hands forward and lift up halfway with a flat back. Then release and melt back down. Walk your hands up and then hinge upward and come upright. Meet your feet at the top of the mat. Breathe deeply in, arms high in the sky, and release. Take a seat and hug your knees into your chest, sitting up straight. Widen your knees on either side and grab your ankles. And let's do a few butterfly flutters. Lean over forward, hinging, opening up your hips, stretching out the muscles. Breathe deeply in and out. Lift up with a straight back. Now swing your legs around and lean over your right leg. Windshield wiper to the other side and lean over the left leg. At this time, take your back leg and externally rotate it, lifting your foot pinky side up, and lift that pinky up to the ceiling. This activates certain muscles in your glutes. If you sit in an office chair all day, or you're just a middle-aged woman getting the old lady butt or the office chair butt, this can be really good for activating certain portions of your glutes that you don't really get sitting in an office chair all day. If you plan on doing any types of, buttocks exercises to get that sweet peachy booty, I've read that activating your glutes in this way will help you feel the exercises more so in your glutes when you sit to really put in your reps for hip thrusts or things like that. Now release, and let's do just some basic windshield wiper motions. When done with that, swing around. Breathe in and put your head back and roll your shoulders back. Exhale, lean back. Sit up straight and then lean back and pull the back of your thighs up to where your feet are parallel with the ground. Extend the hands on either side, engaging your abdominals to keep yourself in this boat pose. If you can, straighten your legs. I'm not feeling it tonight, so I'm not, but maybe tomorrow. Let's get comfy and do a little minute or two of meditation. I hope that this little yoga session this evening benefits you in some way. And if you would like to build our yoga community, feel free to email me at yogabybeka@gmail.com and like, subscribe, and drop a comment. If you feel the need to give suggestions or ideas or anything you'd like to work on, just let me know. I love yoga, and I hope that you do too, and that you have a beautiful day. Thank you. Have a great day.